Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Jamo and Dylan Show. Today is episode 247. Big day, beautiful day here. How are you
Summer
doing?
started, bro. I felt like yesterday was the beginning of summer for me. The weather was elite. You know, there's something in the air.
There is.
In Perth.
And it's heat.
And yes, Perth has been in the news lately.
Mm-hmm.
There is a man here, young Philly. He
Yep.
is in Perth.
He is
It's
in
all
Perth.
over the world, isn't it?
It is.
It's crazy news. We were just as shocked.
It's massive news and we probably won't hear much more about
We won't
this
know anything else till
December 19th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's crazy.
look, there's been a lot of people who have, well, that's a lie. There's been about 3 that have asked us to talk about it.
That's about the only messages we get this week.
Yeah, and we actually can't really talk much about it.
Because we don't know anything.
No, and this isn't being scared about being in the wrong. It's literally, we don't know what happened.
We just got to wait for the truth.
Exactly.
And then we'll know what happened and then we can make judgments.
You were saying that there's a lot of open courtrooms in WA.
Yeah. So we could probably go, bro.
December 19th,
Yep.
book it in.
Philly's going to be here for a while.
The next couple of months.
Probs won't catch up because not sure at the moment
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah, we won't be shy in saying that we did reach out at one stage.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think he opened it.
No, definitely not.
Less
Happens.
competition on the podcast front.
True.
Was always quite annoyed when they started one. So,
Yes, you were.
but no, it's overall it's horrible.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
like it would be. You know, I've seen TikToks of people saying, "Yeah, I'm so glad this has come out. Always knew about Philly," and it's like, and then the comments are saying, "Well, you shouldn't say that you were glad it happened, just
Yeah.
to prove your instinct."
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it would have been amazing if none of this happened.
Yes.
And there was no controversy. But
Indeed.
Perth is the center of the YouTubing world, and we'll see what happens. They're taking it seriously.
It's about fucking time it is, and it's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
Yes.
terrible reasons. But as we said at the start, for us, the weather, the day, this city's beautiful at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Perth is peaking.
Yeah. When we caught up with Rog last week, we went to FIbber McGees, which we absolutely love.
FIbber.
And look, Rog was in good spirits. We love this place. The
Yes.
food is always immaculate. We've been twice. It's been great twice.
Great atmosphere.
The only negative is Rog's attitude when he comes with us there.
He acts like it's a dump.
Yes.
His actual words. You should see the way he speaks about FIbber McGees in our chat.
FIbber McGees is a great place with great people,
Yep.
and I wish nothing but the best for that business.
Same, bro.
You and I did say, though, as it comes into summer, we'll probably opt for a different type of venue. It was more of a winter,
It's not a summer venue.
even a spring type venue. It was okay.
But today I'm not going there, bro.
No,
I want somewhere with the view open.
Yeah. And look, I think you and I will be, as we're trying to make this the best summer of our lives,
Yep.
there will be Sunday sessions. There will be
Many.
maybe a little trip away. There will be things that we'll do that will involve the ocean because we are really blessed to have some of the best beaches. And we do need to use them more.
The best, bro.
You went yesterday to Leighton, which is one of our favourites.
It's beautiful. That's what I mean. That's why I think it felt like the beginning of summer for me, because I went to Leighton and, you know, the sun was shining, the energy was high, and you just thought, that's summer.
Yeah. And one thing that, you know, we get bushfires here. That's the worst
Yes.
natural disaster we get. There's the occasional earthquake, but
Besides
it's really
that, we're
rare.
blessed.
We're so blessed in
Particularly in like
regards-
Perth metropolitan as well.
Yeah. Our
It's,
natural disasters are virtually non-existent barring the odd fire.
Unlike certain place in America, in Florida. My God, mate.
Yeah. So Hurricane Milton has just swept through. The aftermath is pretty terrifying.
Thank God it dropped though before it
Yes.
hit land.
So it
Honestly.
was supposed to be like a level 5, a grade
Yep.
5, and it went down to a grade 3 when it swept through the land, I believe.
Yep.
I actually have family over there.
Yeah, how crazy is this, eh?
Auntie, uncle, and cousin. Shout out to Auntie Fliss, Uncle Mike, and Shauna.
In the storms, sort of the little diagram of it going through.
Yeah. So they're in Melbourne, Melbourne Beach in Florida, which is on the opposite side to Tampa, but you know they're not too far apart.
What'd they say?
There was a lot of mixed messages. It was a lot of fear at the start.
Yeah.
Then there was some photos of flooding on their porch.
Yep.
But luckily they didn't get the
worst of it.
full
That's
brunt
good,
of it.
that's good.
They had extreme winds and a lot of rainfall, but
Yep.
apart from that, they are all safe and sound. So I was very happy to hear that. But there's also a lot of people who have
on the other side.
lost houses and lost cars, family,
terrible,
pets,
bro.
streets, the lot. So we send out our prayers to those people, and yeah, we are just very blessed to be here. And it does
100%.
it does sometimes take bad things to happen around the world for you to appreciate.
Yeah,
And it shouldn't
and
be
how
like
safe
that.
it is here too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are very blessed. Now,
We
what's
are,
this
mate.
deal?
The Starting Five. I began Starting Five on Netflix last night.
Okay.
The basketball follow along, the
About
documentary.
NBA?
Yeah, the 5 players. So they follow Tatum, LeBron, Sabonis,
Yep.
and I'm forgetting the other 2. Oh, Jimmy Butler
Jay Butts,
and
Butterlicious.
oh, I forgot. I'm trying to think of the teams. Sabonis, LeBron,
Yep.
Jimmy Butler,
3,
Jason
4.
Tatum.
Is it a megastar?
Yeah. They're how could I forget Anthony Edwards?
Okay, yeah.
Watched 2 episodes. It's elite so far.
Okay, I have to give it a watch.
You get to see, the background of them interacting with their family, their drive, determination. It's elite. I can't wait to watch the rest of it.
Okay, well, that's good.
Very good insights.
It's good when you're excited to watch something.
You really do get to see their personalities, which is what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get LeBron's a big Halloween guy.
Okay.
So you get to see him dressed up fully as Beetlejuice. I'm talking makeup, next level, bro.
Relax.
Yeah, that's LeBron.
Relax. LJ.
But
LJB.
yeah, very
LBJ. Sorry.
LeBron swears a lot more than you'd think.
Okay.
Not as like sort of good boy as I thought he would be.
A lot of motherfuckers. And
Yeah, lots. Anthony Edwards, very entertaining. What you think he'd be?
Yeah.
I'm the man.
Larrikin.
Yeah. Loves video games.
Okay. What's his favourite?
He was playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
But he just says as part he goes, I love the video games. I'm always there. I love he calls them the video game.
The video
He refers
game.
to them all as the video game, bro.
That's sick.
And he loves them.
What about this here deal?
And this is another Netflix thing. New movie came out. It's What's Inside, right? Can be hard to follow at certain points. It is a little bit of a mind.
And it is a movie?
It's a movie,
Yeah.
but it is a good movie. I would give it a 3.8 out of 5,
Okay.
but it's an enjoyable one.
A 3.8 out of 5.
So that's about a
7.6.
7.6, but an enjoyable 7.6.
Okay.
It's not the world's greatest movie, but I think it's a good one to watch at night. You're just chilling. It's
By
an interesting
yourself or with
concept. I
someone?
watched it with Carly. She enjoyed it as well. It's very original.
Okay.
So I like that about it.
Might give it
I
a go.
recommend it. Yeah, something to watch. Something to
7.6.
watch. Yeah,
We like
it's good
that.
enough.
And then I've also been, these are some recommendations we're knocking off at the moment. I have been listening to a podcast called Camp Gagnon.
Okay.
Gagnon? Gagnon. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yep,
but
yep.
He is basically on the Flagrant podcast with Schultz.
Yes.
And
We saw him
Mark,
live.
yeah.
Yeah.
so his podcast isn't a comedy podcast.
Okay.
He gets on ex-FBI, CIA, people who have infiltrated cults. The stories and the episodes I've listened to this week,
Elite.
incredible.
Nice.
Brilliant podcast. I don't really like to promote other ones because it's a business.
quality?
But this is a different lane to us. It's very quality. I'd love to do...
I'm interested in watching that.
I'd
for
love
sure,
to do
then.
some episodes like that. It's just hard because we don't have FBI and CIA agents here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess we can try and get the equivalent, but it's not as juicy in Perth.
No.
I think the extent of our crime is usually sort of bikey and drug related.
Yeah.
That's kind of as big as it gets here.
Or like serial killer from 30 years ago.
yeah,
like-
and he finally gets caught.
Yeah.
But it's not like the juicy stuff you get in
No.
America. And I know that stuff's bad, but it is interesting.
Yes. So I'll go through, I'll just get up the ones I've listened to. Now, there were some really good ones.
How long has he been going on his own for?
Well, he's still with Flagrant.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is his own podcast. He's been going, let's go oldest, sort by oldest, 2022 October.
Nice.
So a couple of
Couple
years.
of years. Nearly 2 years exactly.
So the ones, and some of these I didn't listen to all of them. Some of the storytellers, the people who were involved, didn't speak well enough for my liking. So for example, this episode's called I Accidentally Trained the 9/11 Hijacker.
Wow.
So he got on the guy who did the flight simulator for the guy that went into the building.
Ended up doing it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I got like 20 minutes in and he wasn't the best speaker. However, that was interesting for the time I listened. CIA hired mob boss to kill a president. So the
Is
CIA,
that JFK style?
similar. They ended up using the Italian mafia in America because they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
The Italian mafia were better equipped to do it. This one was 3 hours long, and I listened to the whole thing. A long episode like that,
The quality?
I don't normally listen to. This one, and I'll put a disclaimer out there, there's a few of the sexual ones about O-rings and stuff like that are very, very confronting.
But you gotta know about this stuff in the world because it's happening.
This one was insane, and this guy was a good speaker. FBI agent exposes ring of elites, right?
Wow.
This guy basically, and I won't say everything because I want you guys to go and listen and come back to us with your thoughts, but this guy basically had to pretend to like young boys to join this group.
Oh, to get on the inside of it.
And he infiltrated them for like 2 or 3 years before he got a lot of them arrested.
Okay.
They would do special trips to like Thailand.
Oh, Philippines and stuff. That's
They
sick.
do trips there.
Not in a good way,
And
by the way.
they would have travel agents. They knew what was going on, and they had catered the trip as like a underage sex trip.
Oh, no. So, like,
They're going from bar to bar, and
file travel agents, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, what
anyway,
the
so
fuck?
that's a 3-hour one that was
Does
incredible.
Mark speak well as a host?
Very good.
Yeah.
He's very, very well articulated.
Yes.
The way he speaks.
Nice.
Cannibal Tribes, that was a
That's
good
good.
one. Epstein, Diddy, Franklin, obviously that's topical at
Oh,
the
yeah,
moment.
Diddy.
Yeah.
He
Touch
in
on that
trouble
in a sec.
long time, bro.
Jungle Survivalist reveals the secrets of lost tribes, and then apocalyptic sex cult exposed. So they're incredible, and it's sad to know these things are happening, but it is interesting as well.
100% it is.
Because a lot of the time you go about your day and you don't think about the types of things
Crazy
that are
shit that's
happening, and then also the people that are affected by it, and you might have never even thought that it was real.
Yeah.
But you know, people can get stuck in these cults and they just believe what their leader's telling them,
Yep.
and then they go and do the wildest things. So, Camp Gagnon by Mark.
Give it a whirl.
How would you say that?
Mark, I'm trying to think how they say Mark Gagnon?
Yeah, but
Camp Gagnon?
they
Mark
take the piss
Gagnon?
out of him. Gagging on that cock, boy. I don't mean that in any way, shape or form. But tomorrow night, Dill, it was Grace's birthday a few days ago, but it is her celebration, a get-together of friends and whatnot.
Should be good.
That'll be good. Rob's
you,
coming
Rob,
along.
Carly, Jared.
So that'll be good to get everyone together and have a good time.
I think it'll be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it. Again, it's a great start to summer.
Yep.
You know?
Now,
Start.
I wanted to quickly talk about this. This is something that happened to me last week. You know the MSWA home lottery?
Yep.
I enter every year or every 6 months or whatever, because I think, you know what, the chances are better than lotto,
Yes.
and let's say there's 200
And it goes to a good cause.
exactly, it's donating to treat MS or
Yeah.
people with that condition, and also if you happen to win, you win like a $3.5 million house and $500,000 cash, so it's a pretty good deal.
And it's always in, Claremont, Scarborough,
Cot.
Great areas in Perth. Yeah.
So, kind of like last minute, I bought a ticket when we're on the way home from Europe. And I was thinking, I shouldn't be doing this. I don't have much money.
Has it been drawn yet?
I'll get onto that in a
Okay.
sec. All right. So, MSWA, love what they do. I've been involved for about 5 years. Mum told me about it, and I was like, well, that's too good to be true.
Yep.
And I think 1 in every 19 persons win a prize. So I still haven't won anything, but hey, it's for a good cause, as we said. Now, I got a call randomly from a number I didn't know, and I was at Grace's place, and I picked it up, and it was automated, and it was,
Oh, here we
like,
go.
hey, this is MSWA. We'd love to get back to you, whatever. And I'm thinking, nah, it seemed fake. It's like whenever you get something from Telstra or just a complete fabricated phone call.
Yep.
So I didn't think anything of it. And then 30 minutes later, I was like, I think they're actually drawing something today. So maybe the scammers are getting really good,
And they're on the ball for once. Yep.
or maybe there's something into it. So I just called the number back, curious to whether there was a scammer on the other end of the line or if it was an actual employee. I get put on hold. So instantly I think, okay, this might not be a scam. And
And they're putting you on hold these days?
Yeah.
That's elite.
but it wasn't a scammer.
Okay.
I get put through to MSWA on the night that they're doing the draw for the cash prize, which was, I can't remember the figure, but it was about $500,000, right? Then I get put through to one of the workers there, and they said, "Hello, who is this? How may I help you?" I said, "Hi, it's Jamison Lennon. I'm just returning a call from half an hour ago. Just want to know what it was about." They look in the system. I'm hearing them type, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God,
I'm going to win."
And then they say, "So Jamison, that call was actually really important." So I'm thinking, "Oh my God, I'm about to win $500,000.
Was your heart beating?
Yeah, my life's changed." I was actually in a room by myself as well. I walked away. And then the lady, wonderful lady on the other end of the line, she goes, "So I've got this really important news. I just wanted to thank you for all of your contributions over the past 5 years, and good luck for the draw in a couple of weeks." Now, that's the home draw, which is happening in about 2 weeks or so, I think.
I mean, it's nice, but I know...
No, it's very nice.
Yeah.
But it was also in the voice message, just say it was a thank you. Because I've called...
Don't lead me on.
And say it's very important news. Yep. Come on.
Damn, my heart would be racing,
Imagine that. You think you've won the lotto.
And then they've gone, thanks for your contributions. How is that?
And like, I'm happy to be a part of...
a good cause.
Exactly. But in that moment, I did think I won a house.
Yeah.
Or one...
So then she goes, thanks for... You're going, is this it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can imagine me too.
Get
excited.
She led you on, mate.
She did.
Far out. Led you on. But speaking of the wonderful weather today, my nieces and nephew's sport carnival, and I was just I know we've spoken about it a while ago, but I thought unreal. The energy, the vibes. I know that I said to Mum today, I said, so any of them a shout for a champion or a runner up, we getting a medal at home. And she goes, my nephew's in pre-primary, so they don't have, but I don't think he'd win anyway. No offense to him, much love. The middle child, Sadie, Mum goes, yeah, she's a sniff for a champion or a runner-up. So currently nearly 2.
Are you going to get an update soon?
I'll call after. I hope she's done well today. And then the eldest, Dakota, again, I don't think she's in for a sniff, but for a medal, but like chanced for an inter-school play. She did inter-school cross-country. I think she's better at the long-distance stuff, but we'll see how they go. But I just thought, like, they're probably getting ready for the relay now.
Oh.
Bro, that you feel like you're at the Olympics.
Best day of the year in Australian schooling.
Primary school sports carnivals are just unbeaten.
I absolutely loved it. I was thinking about it. I'll get onto it in a sec, but I bumped into 3 guys that I went to primary school with that I was really good mates with, right? They're all playing for the same six-a-side team at Forest
where
Field.
you went to.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they were on the pitch next to us last night. So I had a chat to them. They're all doing well. It was great to see them. But it just, when I was with them, so there was us 4, I just got thrown back to the sports carnivals, the lunchtime, the recess. You're playing King of the Pack, you're playing soccer, you're doing all these things together.
You're so active, bro.
Yeah, and then you all go to different schools, and then like those boys went to similar schools, so they're all like stayed friends. But just incredible stuff.
It's all you think about. I want to beat my performance from recess at lunch. Yep. It's all you think about.
And then back onto the sport carnivals, like, I'll talk about it. There was one of the greatest robberies that had ever happened in my primary school's history. And look, I was always a good athlete. I was never the best, right? So I would win things. I would win races. I'd go to inter-school, but I was never the best of the best. I was solid, not exceptional. Now, there was one year where I was on. I think it was year 6, right? We had a year 6, 7 class. So we had year 7s that went through our school too. And it wasn't a year 6 award, it was a year 6, 7 award. So I was against older kids, right? I knew I was a chance for runner-up champion boy.
Yep.
All I ever wanted through school was just one medal, okay? Mum was on the P&C and she was helping with all the scoring and stuff.
Okay.
And there was 2 things that happened. I beat the guy who came runner-up champion boy in the last race. Mum told me before the race, she said, if you can beat him,
you'll get it.
You'll win that medal. This race is the deciding thing on points and how it worked, right? I beat him by a couple of meters, and then I believe it was one of his parents or family members just put him above me in the placings.
Oh, no.
So I miss out on
a runner-up.
On a runner-up champion boy. And then what happened, and I didn't know what the results were because they just get written on a piece of paper and taken back to the scorers.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
And mind you, our faction, our house was really poor. It was bad for the whole of school. But this year I felt good about it. I was the vice captain of the sports team or the house or whatever. And I genuinely thought we were in for a sniff for our first in like 10 years or something. It gets read out and we come second.
Oh, no.
And it was just heartbreaking, right? We get home that night. Obviously, I had a good day, but I was also a little bit disheartened because I thought that I'd done enough to get a medal and also for our house to win for the first time in a long time. And Mum tells me, like, I didn't want to tell you this at school because I knew you would have got upset.
But you've been robbed?
She said that, the medal. So that was supposed to go to you for second place for runner-up. And then she said the principal of the school read out the wrong winner. She read out the wrong name for the factions. So our house actually won and she read out the wrong name and she had too much pride in herself to correct herself. So she just ran with it.
That's horrific.
So I just want to... The house I was in was called Mason. It was yellow.
You should have won?
We should have won. And I'm just telling everyone that went to my primary school that there was a year we should have won and there was corruption.
Horrific.
And you know how it gets written on a plaque and stuff?
Yeah.
And it's etched into history?
Oh, they wrote the other people on the plaque too?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it's never, ever sat well with me. And then I was thinking, was Mum just saying that? But then I also corroborated with another...
and they agree?
PNC member, and they were there on the day and said, it was a calamitous mistake. And
That's rough, man.
It's something that I actually still think about to this day. And
I think our house lost by a point once and I was devastated, because I've never won a house carnival. Year 6 was my breakthrough year though. I did win runner-up.
Nice.
Jacob Hand was unbeatable in primary school as an athlete.
Lengthy build.
He won champion boy every year, and then I drew with Will Tarr.
Oh, for
the runner-up. So year 6, I was surprised. I knew I'd started coming into it well, and I believe my long jump result secured me a runner-up, and I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. I'm drawing with Will. Like, Will came to our school in year 5. He's African, he's quick, he was lethal. And I was like, wow, what a moment. Like,
Privilege, honour.
It was, and then because me and Jacob were in the same house, the problem with our house is my year group, we would dominate, win everything, bro. But the rest of the year groups, terrible.
Yeah.
Never got my hands on a house trophy in athletics.
Yep.
No, neither did you.
No, it's disgusting.
Unfortunately.
Corrupt,
mate.
Absolutely corrupt. But yeah, back to six-a-side. Had our first game last night, and I got through unscathed.
That's the main thing, isn't it, mate?
Very happy. Like, just trying to, have fun, but also keep my body as fit as I can.
Exactly.
And a part of that is the eating better and losing a bit of weight, right? So just a little update for you guys. I started quite heavy, and I've already lost like about 2 kilos.
That's very good so far.
Since the last podcast. So we're going at about 1 kilo a week. So we'll keep going. We'll see how it goes. But the eating has been challenging at times. The foods I'm eating are good, but I just don't feel like...
Satisfied?
Yeah, because I still have the urges for like shit food.
Yeah.
But last week, obviously, Grace's birthday, I ate like I used to. And then there'll be like tomorrow night, I'll probably do the same.
Yeah, because there's still a balance.
Yeah, there's probably like a day or two a week where it's not perfect, but the other days have been pretty good. So thank you to Liam Dugan for helping me with that. And yeah, the grind will continue.
Of course, mate. A book recommendation I have. Now, Carly's dad bought this for me, The Barefoot Investor.
Yeah.
And I've actually spoke about this with Zach Denholm. He's read the book. Mm-hmm. I saw Carly's dad reading it and he was saying, it's really, really good. And then he bought it for me. Okay. And I thought, okay, you know what? You've gone to some effort. So I'm about 70 pages in. And I would say the reason I like it, at the start of the book, he says, I wrote the book as if I'm talking to a mate. Yep. That's how it comes off, right? Also, I find a lot of financial advice on the internet, on TikTok,
misleading.
Books, articles. It can be misleading. And it's also written in an American frame, which doesn't apply here.
Is the Barefoot Investor written by an Australian?
Yeah, he's an Australian bloke, and he's a financial advisor. He used to be. It's like at the start, it's the best-selling Australian book of all time, right? And I recommend it for like anyone who's sort of worried or finances. You don't learn it in school; it's quite daunting. But he gives some really good tips. check out your super. Make sure your bank's not ripping you off. But he also gives he doesn't just tell you to do it. He tells you exactly how to do it.
Yeah, good.
He makes it relatable. He makes it fun. So I think it's a good book for any sort of young person to read.
Yeah.
Wrap your head around finances. And don't feel as it's not as daunting as you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to have to have a look at that as well because
There's probably an Audible version. Because I've listened to an Audible version of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a very highly recommended finance book. But again, it's written in an American sort of frame. So I just find the information useless, you know?
this one's written quite well.
Yeah, it's written nice. It's like just me and you were talking.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be fancy. He's not this
I like that.
He's not this finance flog, bro.
Smart
he's a good
as well.
guy.
That's smart to do.
Yeah.
Appeal
it's a great
to the
read.
masses.
That's what he's done.
Yeah.
And it's applicable. It's he gives you steps, and he doesn't say do everything all at once. He'll be like, 5 weeks. Just do one thing a week.
Yeah,
I like it,
that.
bro. Good guy. Good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically when I had money and I was working full time, I didn't know where to put it. I didn't know what to do with it. And I thought that I was just wasting away opportunity.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Probably was, but at least I didn't lose it as well.
You don't get taught what to do.
Nah.
That's the problem, bro.
Nah, and you're forced to figure it out by yourself. So that is something that I should look into.
How that's not a book in the Australian curriculum, I think, is a crime, bro. Compared to the shit we do get, the useless maths we learned our whole lives that we don't use day to day. I know some people use it, in the science and engineering, but the day to day person doesn't. So it's not relevant.
Yeah.
Waste of time, bro.
Definitely. I got a sports massage still.
Nice. How was that?
It was a different type of massage to what you'd usually get, but it was highly beneficial.
Okay.
Right? So I went down to Port Kennedy.
That's a bit of a trek.
Yeah, it was. It was 40-minute drive for me. So his Instagram is HR_sports_massage_. So basically HR sports massage.
Yep.
And he's an English guy who's lived in Perth for a year or two, right? He's done massage to...
Oh, nice. DC.
Big DC from the UFC. He's done some other fighters, some AFL players, and he's building up
Knows what he's doing.
Yeah, building up his resume, right? So I went in there and I said, I've got some back problems and whatnot. And he just helped tidy up the lower back. And I genuinely felt completely different after.
Yep.
I probably have to go a little bit more regularly to feel 100%, but it definitely helped. So if you need someone, that bloke...
That's the man.
Was elite. So, yeah, definitely shout out to him. Good chats too, good banter. Big man, strong man.
He loving it over here?
Loves his cricket. Yeah, he is. And I said, who would be the number one person you'd love to massage here in Perth? And he said Harley Reid.
Wow.
Because Harley Reid would be the one that drags everyone else in.
Yep, that's true.
So no, shout out to him.
There you go. Maybe that'll happen for him. You never know.
My first sports massage was a tick. As was this still.
Mate, the lads had a big paddle day.
We did.
It was elite.
Paddle.
In Dalkeith.
Your first time playing paddle?
Yeah, bro. Lots of fun. It's a great game.
Shout out to West Coast Paddle. They're very accommodating.
Oh, yeah. Let us play extra time
Extra
as well.
half hour.
After our session was done, which was elite. Yeah, great games.
Good sport. Would love to go back and even try out the other places that Perth has to offer.
I'm sure we'll be playing again.
I absolutely love that sport and would love to do it more.
Rambo nearly had a heart attack.
Oh, that was crazy.
Which was really weird.
So, yeah, he genuinely clutched at his heart and dropped to his knees. And then we figured it out, the amount of caffeine he has per day, whether it's pre-workout, energy drinks.
Coffees, whatever. It's not good.
Because he runs off 4 hours sleep. He's got the strangest, weirdest life ever. So
He needs to fix that up.
Definitely does. I just noticed this during the week, E-plates on cars. I've probably talked about this in the past, but you see someone with an E-plate, right?
Automatically.
And they always look similar.
Yep.
This is not being stereotyped.
There is a certain type of E-plate.
Yeah, and they can be male, female, in between, whatever. But
same font.
Yeah. And I swear they still drive recklessly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, L-plate can be annoying when you see on the road, but you've been there.
Yeah, you feel the sympathy. You
Yeah.
go, the empathy, sorry. I've been there. I know exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
I'm going to let them off.
Exactly. Red P plates, you're kind of damn, this could be their first week of driving.
Green, you go, look, they're nearly there.
I see a few greens that absolutely fly around and hoon though. I was in the...
Because they got a bit too much confidence now.
Yeah, I was at the tunnel in Perth the other day, the
Graham Farmer.
Graham Farmer Freeway, yeah. The tunnel. and there was two guys with green peas having a race through the tunnel, and it gets real loud as well if they have a loud car.
And they did have loud cars, I'm assuming.
Yep, that hurt my ears.
Yep.
And was very, very dangerous. But when you come across the E plate, I just look at it as E for embarrassing.
Yep. Because they've done something wrong. Drink driving, speeding, burnouts. They can only drive between a certain window.
Yeah. And then, like, the way I think of it is quite hard to lose your license.
Yeah.
You get
a lot of chances, bro.
You do get a few chances. So let's say that, okay, you get done drunk driving.
Yeah.
You learn from your lesson, you don't do it again. You do it again, you pretty much lose your license. But let's say that you're speeding here, you're speeding there, you get a few demerit points. For you to lose all of them and just not be conscious of, like...
Particularly when, mum and dad take a few.
It's really embarrassing. Yeah. So I just E for embarrassing is what I see with the E plates.
They're always I feel like they're usually in some big 4-wheel drive or like a ute or something.
You know what I do like though is that the colours are the exact same as the L plates. It's like it's like they're starting off again.
Yeah. I guess they are in a way.
Go on, buddy. Try again.
Now, speaking of podcasts, right? Donald Trump was on Flagrant.
Yes.
It was very entertaining.
Yep.
I thought he's been on a few. He was on Impulsive. It was okay. He was on Theo Von. I didn't think that one was great. The Flagrant one was very good.
Yeah.
I think they interact with him better than the other ones do.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? Let me give Kamala a go. I actually haven't heard her speak that much. She recently went on Call Her Daddy, 44 minutes. Watched it. I thought, I'll compare them. Why not? I would say she's a very nice person.
Okay.
I think she does have good intentions. She wasn't as... They only sort of covered a few issues.
Yep.
So, more related to, I guess, that directly affect women. So it's hard to get her views on everything. And I guess they only gave her 40 minutes.
Yeah.
She does ramble a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Trump does it too. He's very entertaining, but he also will dodge the questions.
Yeah.
And then I thought, and then I got into it. I was like, let me Google I want someone to fact check everything they've said, but I want unbiased. And they're both big liars. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
Massive. I know one side and the other like to portray, but yeah, they're both liars, bro. But I will say, the Trump Flagrant one, bro, he could be a comedian.
Yeah.
He is hilarious, bro.
And the funniest thing that he does is the names he has for people.
It's ridiculous. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when the election plays out.
Yeah, it's funny because Trump says, he goes, I'm leading, I'm in front. But then actually I think Kamala's in front when you look at the early projections and
then
stuff.
Trump, he's like, man, I beat one of them, and then they just swap him out and bring in a new guy, and I've got to face two people. And then, Kamala, hers was a bit more serious. She goes, this is a terrible, terrible man. I think she did Oprah too.
Yeah.
I saw a bit of that. That one was a bit more awkward. I don't know, man.
I like how they're doing podcast runs now.
It's crazy, bro.
It's the new wave, and they're so selective about what they go on. So, for example, Kamala goes on Call Her Daddy with a massive, massive reach to a particular person.
Exactly.
And then it's the same with
Trump,
Flagrant and Theo Von and all those.
Yeah, man.
So it is very, very interesting. I actually did listen to both as well.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to compare. They're two extremely different people.
Pole opposites, bro.
With extremely different views. So
100%.
it would be so hard to oh shit, sorry.
All I know is, bro, politics, I'm still paying for parking. And that will always piss me off. Yeah. Someone needs to come and change that shit.
Yeah, more car parks.
Albanese, you win the next election, bro. If that's your main policy, you win. I hate car park. I hate paying.
I think they make too much money off
paying,
it.
Bro. Money's fake. They make that shit up anyway. Prices are at an all-time high.
Parking lots are owned by city councils and stuff.
Yeah, city or the private ones like Wilson. Yeah. Two types, hey.
Maybe we should just own car parks. Bro,
yeah,
we probably make heaps of money.
Rip people off.
But then it's also we hate that. You don't want to make something. You don't want to make loads of money off something you hate. Yeah.
I guess most people do though. Filthy people, bro. Ah, well, that's the world, isn't it? Not our world.
No, definitely not. we obviously did some work with the fellas when we were over in London.
Big episode of Who's Punching.
All those clips are being rolled out, and they've had so many mixed responses, as we expected, to be honest.
The video is doing well on YouTube, thankfully.
Yes, it is.
22K.
22K. Thank you to the new people and the old.
Couple hundred in the bank. That's what we'll make from a video like that.
Yep. And what I found really funny is that obviously the fellas are massive. They have bigger following than us.
Yep.
They've been well known for a decade now, right?
Yep.
And we've got our audience, and our audience may differ a little bit from theirs.
Yep.
Now, on TikTok and Instagram, there's been a multitude of comments suggesting that these guys are the new guys.
I know, right?
Or
The other guys.
the spares.
Great. The spares was ridiculous. When you sent me that, I couldn't stop laughing, bro. The spares is a crazy diss.
Why'd you guys bring on these spares?
I'm going to start using that, bro.
Like
The
spare tires.
Yeah, like a spare tire, bro.
Pull it from under the car.
Elite. Nah, that one is funny, though.
So basically, obviously, we do the Who's Punching series and we release the videos. And because these other two guys are on it and they're
Yep.
commenting, people don't like it.
No.
People really don't like
People
it.
are defensive of us, man.
Yep, and they want us to just be us. But unfortunately, we've got Rufus Rice and Jamie Hutchinson to come on the Who's Punching
Good
front.
apps, good apps.
But then we'll get back into it. We've still got plenty that got sent in.
Yeah, we got heaps.
In the books, and we can keep going with that.
It's heating up.
It is heating
It's
up.
31 right now, guys. October.
Yeah, you see in the video, my face is getting red.
Spring.
The lights
Spring.
are bright. I was also thinking, we do this all the time, but now that we have found the 4K feature, we probably could go downstairs to where it's cooler and bring back that element again.
We'll see how it looks.
Yeah, because now with the 4K, it
should
probably
look
will look
clear.
okay.
Yeah.
And then at least we'll be in a cooler place because up here gets hot, hot, hot. Like today's 31. Imagine when it's 40.
It's not far, bro. About a month it'll start getting there, I reckon.
Scary. Oh, and also I wanted to talk about the races. So last year,
Whew.
Dylan, Josh, and I went to the races
Sure did,
at
mate.
Ascot. Oh, I
We had
can't
an
remember.
all-time day.
It was incredible. We were treated very nicely by the people at Perth Racing.
Yeah, very welcoming.
We love them. And we went down there with Rog and we went to the White Claw
Yeah,
Beach
I still
Club.
have the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got them somewhere,
Yeah.
the white ones. And we had such a good day. Like,
We really did.
I remember as we walked in, my phone was black and it just turned off. Like,
Yeah,
it
that was
wasn't
weird,
working.
bro.
In the moment, I was like, you know what?
What can I
Like,
do?
it's annoying, but I'm with my mates. It's going to be a good day. I don't need it.
Yeah.
And I didn't need my phone for the whole day.
Yep.
So what a moment that was. And then the race day was beautiful. It's just a good day
It's
out.
a great day out. Honestly, it's one of the best days you can have out in Perth, I think.
And we've decided that we'll go to a couple. So
Yeah, it's our thing now. We love it.
I want us to go for my birthday, which will be like the day before my birthday in December. So we've locked that one in with Perth Racing. Very excited for that. And then we'll also go to another one before then because I can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
No questions.
they have themed days. They have like a sportsman day,
Irish.
day, and then we're going on the Derby day,
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And that'll be great. So excited for that. Take Rog there. He's in his element there too.
He loves it.
A little bit of a bet, a little bit of fun, a few drinks.
Couple drinks, and who knows where the night ends
And
up.
then it turns into like almost
Like a party.
Festival,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's elite. The sun sets and like it's that beautiful time when everyone's like not too drunk but well into it.
Yep.
The music starts playing. You're in a beautiful spot.
mounting yard
Oh, mate,
where
it's
all the
unreal.
horses walk
Yeah,
around,
it really is.
and they pull out the music, and then after that you go to the Cass.
Well, name a better day? You can't. That's the problem.
It's a good day if you win money too.
Yep.
But you can go to the races and basically do it on the cheap.
Yes, 100%.
You can get a ticket for $20.
Yep.
You go down there, and then all
drinks
you're
before.
paying for is drinks and a way home.
It's just a good day out.
And
It's worth the money.
We've talked about in spring and summer the day drinking aspect compared to like staying out until fucking 4 or 5 a.m.
It's elite, bro.
You can be in bed by
Day
midnight.
drinking is so fun.
In bed by midnight with a bit of Premier League on or something.
Oh, bro.
Actually,
Come on.
Let me have a quick look at Prem fixtures for that night that we'll go.
Oh, I hope you died and I'm paying, bro.
All right, we'll ruin
Fucking
your
sick
night.
of them.
All right, let's go EPL.
Ruining my summer.
And what was that first date that we were going? The 2nd or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, November.
All right, 8:30 Newcastle Arsenal.
It's a good game.
Then we got Liverpool Brighton, Ipswich Leicester, Bournemouth City.
Oh, are you playing?
Saints, Everton.
There you go.
And Forest, West Ham. You guys play
Chelsea on the 4th.
on the 4th. That's like a Monday morning.
Coming for you, Rog. We'll put you away. I don't know about that.
You probably won't watch that one together, but that's all right.
He won't even watch it.
Nah, he's
I
a
won't
fake
wa-
fan,
I
fake
don't
news,
wanna
fake
watch that one
everything, that
either.
guy. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for today. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to delve into what we recommended today, because we're not just
let us
saying
know.
it for the sake of saying it. We're saying it for a reason. These things can help you. They can enlighten you. They can change your perspective on things. So get into that. Enjoy. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.